rescue him from Jessica. Yeah. While he prepares the incantation to erect the barrier, the party engages Jessica outside in an attempt to stall her while he's creating this barrier. So after the battle, the barrier is able to release Jessica from the possession of the scepter, knocking her unconscious. After recovering, Jessica reveals what her possessor had planned, as well as giving it a name, Rapthorn, the Lord of Darkness.
Dun 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 dun. Bossception.
So, once again, we have another boss introduced. But it's like, it's not right at the end, like 2 shamelessly does.
Right. No, it builds on it, and it'll play itself out throughout the rest of the story. Now, how many of you liked Possessed Jessica? Did it do anything for you?
Not really.
No.
It's not my thing.
No, Craig?
What? Sorry, I zoned out.
Possessed Jessica. Did that do anything for you?
Oh, I possessed Jessica.
Oh, yes. No, the evil dark form when she's wielding the scepter. No.
I have a scepter for her.
There you go.
Yeah.
Lord, everything's a goddamn sex pun. Domenico's a fucking prick, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Like everybody in this game is.
No, not everybody.
Except for the, main cast. A lot of the characters you meet are just, a huge dick, and then they're like, you know what, I'll be a good guy. Like that Calderasha guy, you meet at the very beginning, when he, you have to go find his crystal ball. Mm-hmm. It's, such a massive douche to you. And then you're like, and then he's like, oh, okay, I'll be a good guy. I'll be a nice guy to you now. Everybody you meet in that game is, a huge dick at first.
His daughter was nice.
That's true. His daughter was nice.
Yep, she's the one that asks you to help him.
Yeah.
Because he's lost
He's a massive drunk,
power.
but I need you to help him.
Yeah. That fight was actually hard when you go to get the crystal ball.
The mermaid?
The mermaid, yeah, I struggled with that one.
Yeah. I could see that. Especially without Yangus. Just kidding.
I probably used him then.
You had to.
You pretty much have to, yeah. He's like your only other character.
I had the choice, though. I would have left him.
Oh, man, I wish you could use the king. Wish he fought.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
He's so weak, though.
Yeah, he would be.
Who cares? It'd be worth it.
Yeah. All right. So they introduce the new boss. His soul had previously been imprisoned inside the scepter by the 7 sages, which Dalmangus killed off, and he plots to remove the seals by killing their heirs as soon as possible, which I just mentioned. At that point, the party realizes the scepter is missing once again, and they rush over to Domenico's estate, only to see that Rapthorn has succeeded in mortally wounding David after taking control of Domenico's dog, Sir Leopold,
great
as his next host.
It's because the dog picks up the scepter when you end up taking out Jessica.
Right.
They just dumbly just leave the scepter there, and then the dog picks it up like a fucking fetch toy.
Yep. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Good old Sir Leopold.
Yeah. All right. So, with only 2 heirs left to kill, the possessed Sir Leopold absconds to the snowy mountain valley of the north. An old woman named Marta, who happens to be the one of the 2 remaining heirs, lives in the wintry countryside.
The Eskimo people.
So after running an errand for Marta and finding her son Merrick, the party comes back to Marta's house only to see it set ablaze by Sir Leopold the dog.
Yeah, her son's a fucking idiot too. I'm just gonna go into this ice cave and I'm gonna freeze to death. Right. I'm a great wilderness survival man.
Yeah, I think I had some problems in that cave with the puzzles.
Oh, it's the one with the mouse with the icicles?
Yeah, that was the problem. I didn't know you were supposed to use the mouse.
Okay,
So, like, I
that's
didn't-
fair. You can keep going in and out. Like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a context-sensitive thing, so I didn't push, like, to trigger it.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like, I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, it took me a second to figure out I need to use the mouse
Yep.
for that one.
I think the mouse is my favorite character.
What was his
Wow,
name
I'm
again?
not gonna
Munchie or
just-
something like that? I
Money.
think it was Munchie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Munchie.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, Munchie with the freaking sweet-ass mohawk.
Yeah.
So Marta's house is set ablaze by Sir Leopold. Holding her son Merrick hostage, Sir Leopold forces Marta to come out and face him.
You're gonna get killed by a fucking pack of rabid dogs.
And he manages...
Thus is the Alaskan way.
This is not a bunch of rabbit slimes.
That would be cool.
Rabbit slimes.
Yeah.
It's post-traumatic slime disorder.
The
PTSD.
slimes have rabies. All they need to do is like jump on you.
It's sticky, icky, gooey, icky.
It's double slimy. So he manages to kill Marta and flies away to find the last living heir.
What?
On the advice of Merrick, the party enlists the aid of the Godbird and Pyra. With the power of the Godbird's soulstorm granting them flight, and the dark tree leaf from Tyrangoli, sensing Rapthorn's evil spirit, the party treks Sir Leopold down to the Lord High Priest's mansion, and they engage him. That whole sequence, like I had mentioned earlier, was confusing as hell of trying to figure out what to do. Because you end up going to the Dark World.
Yeah, he followed the shadow of the bird.
Yeah, you follow the shadow of the bird.
Awesome.
It is very cool. But I could see a lot of people getting lost there as well. You kind of do have to... Because I don't believe the townspeople told you shit because it's the Dark World and they're all silent. And
You have
Yeah.
to follow it perfectly, too, the bird.
yeah,
Like, if you get off track a little bit, it just disappears.
right.
That was annoying.
Yep. I had problems with that.
So you end up going there and to the Lord High Priest's mansion and you end up defeating the dog. He loses the grip on the scepter and dies, but the Lord High Priest goes into shock and faints. Meanwhile, Marcello, the new abbot and Angelo's half-brother, enters and frames the party for attempting to assassinate the Lord High Priest, like a prick, and has them exiled to Purgatory Island. Marcello picks up the scepter, but manages to resist Lord Rapthorn's evil influence. He assumes his position of the Lord High Priest thereafter. Could you imagine the main key evil thing that is just possessing and fucking everybody up, and you figure out Marcello is such a badass that he resists it? That was a cool scene.
I wonder if it has to do with his ancestry or more that he's just so evil himself with his intent that he can resist it for a time.
That'd be interesting. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't really know why he can resist it. I don't
doesn't
think it
really-
says.
No. Either
That's
or,
cool,
that's- Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite an event. You're waiting for him to be possessed, and he's like, nope, not fucking today, bro.
Not today.
I have my own intentions, bitch.
I don't think we talked about that. He has like a secret motive of becoming the abbot.
He does, but it doesn't really give that much explanation up until the end when you have that fight with him.
Yeah, he eventually becomes it with the power of the scepter.
Yeah, it's hey, fingerling. Like, he's moving amongst the shadows.
Yeah.
So, the interesting thing is they end up going to Purgatory Island.
Mm-hmm.
And you got this bald guy who is a corrupt politician, basically, who they threw down in there to overthrow. It's the High Lord, right? Yeah, the High Lord.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
end up throwing
yeah.
him in there, and he just basically self-sacrifices himself. He's like, oh, I've done all this evil, but I've turned to the good side. Go, I've got this. There's no possible way I could be on this lift too as I go up into safety.
He had to pull the lever.
It's like Titanic with Jack. They're like,
Yeah.
bitch, there was enough goddamn room on the piece of wood. Let him on there. You're sitting there letting him freeze.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Well, I have another example, but I don't know if I should spoil it from Spider-Verse.
Just say it, I don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Spoiler for Spider-Verse.
yeah, all the Spider-Men come through like a portal, I guess, to different dimensions.
Yeah, dimensional portal thing.
And Miles Morales, who's the main character of that, he's not an experienced enough Spider-Man, so he can't really do much to help the other Spider-Men get back to their universe.
Yeah, he basically just barely got his powers.
So basically one of the other Spider-Men has to stay behind, and that means that they're basically going to die.
Yeah, because they're degrading as long as they're in the other universe.
Yep, their body can't handle it. So it's basically like that, self-sacrifice-wise.
Yeah.
That's just what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
I mean, he had to pull the lever, but like nothing stopped him from being able to jump on there.
Well,
None whatsoever. I guess he just wanted to die for no good reason, like Gandalf too. Be like, yeah, let's just do it.
I feel like there was a reason, but I can't remember what.
It's basically just to pull the lever.
I don't think it
really.
was a plot hole. But it could be.
It's not really a plot hole. It's just like, he could have just pulled the lever and then just like had like jumped on before like they got
Maybe
away.
it was a weight thing.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It is a weight thing, but I don't care. It's still an idiotic move on his part.
Yeah.
Because they have to have two other people come down there holding the weight down as the shifts change.
Right.
I don't care. It's still stupid self-sacrifice.
Oh, hi there. I hope you enjoyed this clip from Puff Puff Hour, a Dragon Quest podcast. If you happen to like what you see, you should subscribe. We have full podcast episodes detailing the main series of Dragon Quest 1 through 11. Oh yeah, and if you like the content, you should check out our other shows from All Out Geekdom Entertainment. We have Nude Clan and Ultima Final Fantasy, the ultimate Final Fantasy podcast. Or, Dragon Quest.